What time is it? You guys know what time it is. It's time for a brand new episode of Tested Tuesday. So you guys know the drill. Every Tuesday we test out a new product here on the channel. None of these are sponsored. So if you guys want to make sure you don't miss out on the next episode of Tested Tuesday, make sure to subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and we are here. You guys have probably seen this before. This is not something new. In fact, they actually sent this out to me over a year ago. So I've been using this now for almost a whole entire year. That's just to show you the backlog of products that companies send out. And we're here. This is why I created Tested Tuesday. So this is the LaMetric time. You've probably seen this on many other YouTube channels before. This is not something new. Like I said, I've had it already for a year. So I think this has been out for maybe 2 years. This is not a review. You guys know the whole drill about Tested Tuesday is I share with you guys my experience, what I like about it, what I don't like about it in a real world usage. So, but just in case you don't know what this is, let me give you a very quick overview of this product. So this is the LaMetric time. It tells time, but it does a little bit more than that. You can also pair it with your smartphone. It works both on Android and also iOS. And you can do different things. Like for example, you can cycle back and forth. Here's my Instagram, which doesn't work, and we're gonna talk about that. Here's my Twitter feed. So it has different apps that you can install and then use it with this. These are my YouTube subscribers. So if you guys have seen other videos, you've probably seen this right up there, and it shows all of my YouTube subscribers. Shout out to all the 300,000 plus subscribers that have been with me for a very long time. It's got a couple of other things like a stopwatch. You have a radio, obviously the weather, and other cool things. Here's the thing about this product. On paper, it's pretty cool, but then when you start diving in, this is one of those products that's kind of sad because it doesn't work. You saw it earlier, it said offline and now it says off. It's one of those products, and we're gonna talk about the glitches. So there's a couple buttons on top, there's forward and back, and then there's like an action button. So right here it says off, but then if I push the action button, it should turn on a light over there in a couple of seconds. Oh, there it goes. But you guys saw that. I'm glad this is happening so you guys can see how it sometimes works and it doesn't. Now it's saying it's off. It's pretty glitchy, and you're gonna start to see this as an ongoing thing. Anyway, so I hope I can turn it off now. Hold on, because it's gonna get annoying. If not, I have to pause the video, turn that light off. Hold on. 1 second. All right, so I was finally able to turn that off manually. But anyway, let me show you guys again the quick overview. So we have the two forward and back buttons. We have the action button that triggers the action on whatever scene it's in. So for example, on Twitter, if I push on the action button, it will show, as soon as it loads, it will show the last person who tweeted out and their message. I'm glad you're seeing this because now it's acting up. This is a problem. You guys need to know about this stuff. So anyway, now it's saying it's offline. Anyway, on the side over here, we have a speaker grill on both sides because this does have stereo speakers. They don't sound very good. It's actually okay. I wouldn't use this, or I wouldn't buy this for a radio, even though it does have a radio. And you can also connect this via Bluetooth using your smartphone. Again, I would not buy this for a Bluetooth speaker. So how does this work? Let's go ahead and dive right in. So you have an app where you can pretty much program it or configure it to whichever things you want to do with it. Here's a list of all of the different applications that it supports or that I have installed. So you have clock. If I push on it, it switches to clock, weather, radio, and then obviously you can do it all from within the app. So if this thing is like far away and you don't want to touch it or mess with it, you can do it all here. If I want to go to my YouTube subscriber count, it will do that. So that's kind of neat. Let me move this around. And then if I want to add a new app, I can just go ahead and push on this. And then these are all the different apps that they offer. So this is their app store per se. These are apps that they like. These are the newest apps, and these are the top rated apps. I'm gonna be honest, I only use this for a YouTube subscriber count, and you guys will see why. There's different categories that you can search for, and some of these seem useful, and like on paper I think, wow, this is a great idea, but the reality of it is it's just a novelty, and like I said, I would only use this for a YouTube subscriber count, and that's basically it. Phone, this could be useful though for some people. You can, I told you guys, you can stream your music. You can also set notifications. So for example, if the phone rings and you have it on do not disturb, but if you want to visually see something, like if you're editing and you want to make sure that nobody hears or anything, you can visually see like, oh, who the call is coming from. That can be useful. But once again, it's like a hit or miss. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Over here we have more. This is where it integrates with other voice command, like for example, Google Assistant. And here we go. Again, one of those things where it does not work. So I can control this with my voice. When I push on LaMetric time app and it loads Google Assistant, wah, 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 it doesn't work. This is kind of the thing that happens a lot with this app, product, whatever you want to call it. A lot of things just don't work. Facebook or Instagram followers, I'll go ahead and show you guys. I've configured this. It's logged in with my Facebook because that's how Instagram works. You have to log in now with this. I go to my page doesn't show up, and I can't get it to work. I've researched, I tried, and a lot of apps just don't work that well. So, on paper, like I said, this is not a review, just using it for almost a whole entire year. I've only used it for this. I think it's kind of cool that it shows in real time your YouTube subscriber count. And you can actually have it play a notification every time somebody subscribes to your channel. You can also have something where it's connected to like your Bitcoin. So every time you get money, or there's a lot of, it's again, on paper it's cool, but in reality it just doesn't work that well. It's also made very cheaply. It doesn't have a built-in battery. Like this is a 20,000 milliamp power bank. It's pretty much close to the same size, and this thing plugged in would last me 3 days. So it's pretty efficient in terms of power. I wish it would have had at least a 5,000 milliamp battery inside because I know it would last at least close to a day. It doesn't. It feels very cheap. And then worst of all, the price tag. You're looking at $200 for this thing. I can't recommend it, guys. I personally would not buy it. I mean, it's cool that I have it and I own it, and it's awesome because of the little small features that I use it, but I can't recommend it. It just doesn't work as it should. Even other people have noticed that it just, certain apps like the weather doesn't work. It's just, it's a hit or miss. Why would you spend so much money on a product that's not gonna work as advertised, or it's not gonna work 100%? So with that being said, if you do come across this, I would say probably wait for version 2. I think the idea is good. Like the first video of Tested Tuesday with the USB, the idea is good. I think if they can polish and iron out all the bugs within the app, and if they just make the build quality a little bit better, and overall, I think for $100, I'd buy it, but not for $200, especially knowing with all these bugs and things that it just doesn't work. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode of Tested Tuesday. If you guys have any questions, leave a comment down below. Thanks again for watching, and you will catch me in the next one. Adios.